All right, then.
Okay, come on through, vocals.
I do what I can.
Yeah, I heard that run.
Please don't. Please.
You already asked me about singing,
Please, he
so
will not stop
I'm
singing.
so glad you're here. I never get compliments from these.
They don't compliment you?
Never.
You have a great voice, dude. I'm telling you that.
I love you.
All right.
Learn.
I ain't gonna do it.
What's going on, everybody? I am KD Bowe. This is Tiny, a.k.a. Indescribable. And Tiny, Rod is not here. He's off filming, I believe it's Avtar 2.
Yeah.
He's doing that. And in his stead is comedian Randi Skye.
What up? What up? What's up, everybody? Good morning.
You good?
Yeah, I'm great. Amazing.
All right, we're here to have a great time, and we just have a wonderful time. So Rod, he hit us up over the weekend, said I'm going to be doing Black Panther 3. And so he was like, yo, man, do your thing, man. Make that money.
I already know he's going to kill it. It's Rod. So.
Yeah, I love Rod.
He's gonna do his thing.
Yeah, and then I felt like since, like he's doing the remake of Different Strokes, I felt like, yo, that's gonna be dope, man. Like, who's playing Mr. Drummond?
Are they bringing that back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
to see him as
Yeah,
Willis
yeah.
is crazy.
Rod gonna kill it though.
Yeah.
Love Rod.
I never thought I'd see him in a role like that, but I'm glad for the progression.
Yeah, there you go. Yo, who's gonna play? Is it Charlene?
Oh, that's a good one. Should we call him and
We should ask Rod who's gonna play Charlene. Yeah, it's pretty
something
good.
I want to know.
Pretty good. We're gonna circle back to that. There you go. So we talk about our weekends, and I'd like to know how was your weekend?
My weekend was great. So my college alma mater, Alcorn State University, was here in Atlanta playing North Carolina Central. We did not win, but it was a wonderful time in the Lord. Amen. The Saints were out in full effect. In true Negro fashion, I showed up at halftime. Neither here nor there, but I was there to support nonetheless. It was very good energy. The fans were there supporting. I mean, the kids was out. They was dancing. They was playing all the fight songs. And so I think it was just a really good, wholesome time. There was a lot of little, banter and competitiveness, but it was cool. I enjoyed it. And then I had one of my best friends from Memphis is actually in town. So we've kicked it all weekend, did, dinners and lounges and all that stuff. So I am pooped because I also got my second Moderna dose Saturday morning.
How did it? Wait a minute, because the second one for me,
they say the second one is always worse than the first one.
Yeah, it was tough.
Thought I was dying. I went on ahead and made my arrangements Sunday morning.
I know you didn't.
Because I thought that was going to take me up out of here.
Who you call?
I did. Everyone.
Willie Watkins.
I called everybody. Willie Watkins. Sure did.
But did you get sick?
Who going to do the body?
That's what she said. She got sick.
You got sick after the shot?
I mean, it wasn't as, it's crazy because I woke up today feeling perfectly fine. But basically what it is, your body is creating antibodies to counteract the COVID virus. And so my body is sweating, chills, headaches.
It felt like the flu.
It felt like the flu.
Yep.
And for every bit of 16 hours. After that, popped out of bed like nothing was wrong. I said, you know what? I was dramatic, and I didn't even have to act like that. I was so embarrassed.
All right, good. You got that good insurance. You called Willie. Because you didn't feel good. Willie Watkins and them. All right, there you go.
I almost got carried up out of there.
Really?
They be quick. They don't waste no time. They come get you.
Yeah, I did Pfizer. So, I don't know. You told me that Pfizer is now FDA approved.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I didn't know that they weren't FDA approved. The stuff that we put in our bodies was not FDA approved.
I mean, to be clear, most of the things we put in our body are not
FDA food
approved.
are FDA approved. But I did know that about the vaccination.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. I'm not going to ask you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask you.
You don't want?
I'm not going to ask you.
Okay.
How was your weekend?
Well, I didn't get vaccinated.
Tell us how you really feel.
Number one. But this weekend I was booked. A lot of last minute bookings.
Really?
Yeah, I had a show Friday night. I was at Sweet Food Lounge. Did that show with
Sweet Downtown?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I love Sweet Lounge.
Yeah, I was in there. I ended up headlining. And then I was at the Atrium in Stone Mountain on Saturday night.
I'm sorry, you headlined it?
Not at the Atrium. It was another comedian.
But you headlined.
Oh, yeah, I do headline. Yeah, I got time. I'm just new to Atlanta. I ain't new to comedy.
Come on now.
I wanted to be clear on the flex.
Yeah.
I wanted to make you
I can, but I probably won't get as booked for that as much around here because I'm not, it's a lot of big names out here, you know what I mean? But it's coming. It's coming.
Absolutely.
For sure. But I also found a little hole in the wall spot where all the sugar daddies at. If anybody looking for a sugar daddy.
Wait a minute.
Put that information in my phone right now.
I'm telling you.
We're not doing this today. We're not doing this today.
Have you seen these rent prices?
To what?
Have you seen the rent prices?
Yeah.
Well, you need to go out here because the sugar daddies are out here with the pension plans, the 401k. I don't know where you from, but like a lot of country towns, they tell you don't mess with older men because they give you worms. You heard that before, but that's not true. That's just something the older woman told you to not mess with their men.
From messing with their men. It makes sense now.
I found that place this weekend. It's called the Juicy Joint or something like that.
The Juicy. You lost me. I don't want to go no place that's already juicy before I get
We were looking for some chicken wings. This was the only thing open.
The Juicy Joint?
The Juicy Joint.
So how you know all the sugar daddies is there?
Because we went inside.
So when you walked in, what?
For one, you smell.
wait a minute.
What, it smell like Bengay and cool water?
Fruit, right. It's the run back for me. My God, it's good.
Smells, okay? And it's also older woman in there, so you got that mixed with White Diamond, Red Door, Elizabeth Arden. You know, the smells. And then the men are they're not like the new generation men. They're groping still. Oh. They're groping. Like, they don't care about #MeToo or nothing because they didn't have that in their day.
And what you gonna do, beat them up? Probably not.
Yeah. Just move your elbow because, they like to grab you on the back of the elbow like that.
Oh, no.
Older men, they like to, they always
That's some pimp activity right there.
Put their hand on the nape of your back.
Yeah, that nape get your toe up.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. I guess if you're saying if you're going to the Juicy Crab, what is it? What is it? Juicy what?
I think it's the Juicy Shack or Juicy
J. Yeah, you go there and it's I guess it's
they
what
having
we do.
A good
We grab
time
elbows
in there.
here.
I can tell you that they're not worried about their cell phones. Because going out now with younger crowds, everybody just you're on your phone all day.
Did you enjoy yourself?
I got some free drinks.
It's the pause. It's the pause for me.
I knew it.
It's the
we
pause.
left there about 3 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, there you
Not
go.
dancing
I get it.
on the tables.
Yeah.
Coyote ugly.
Yeah.
So I was in L.A. this weekend. Had some business out there, and traveling post COVID is just not fun. It's like, first of all, you got to wear that mask on the whole flight, which you get it. Yep. But when you got a good mask, that's super uncomfortable. Then the trip to LA, 4.5 hours, is a lot. But what I didn't like was this time, I didn't fly first class. And so I'm in coach. Never again will I do that again in life, ever. I will never, ever in life do that again.
You on Spirit?
Never.
You on Spirit?
No, I was on Delta, but still, I didn't.
Even Delta coaches.
I was amongst
Spirit-ish.
Okay.
I was amongst the people. I couldn't. No. It was a mess. And what I don't like about the coach joint is the arm rest battle. I wish Rod was here because I know as a guy, when you sit down and you got your arm on the armrest and then another guy puts his arm on the armrest and you feel it, typically they'll kind of pull back. They're like, oh, my bad, he already got me. So now it's a battle from that point on. If he moves, I'm watching because I'm gonna get right there, put my arm there. And so this guy on the way back, Caucasian dude, what up, man? He was, white dude, short sleeves, very hairy. For some reason, he wasn't getting the message that my arm is already here. So he kept putting his arm on the armrest, but it was flush against mine. So I'm like, okay, so he really know the game. So I didn't move. I just left it there. And I'm like, maybe he don't know. So I just like kind of moved it a little bit. He would move his arm, and he would put it back. And I'm like, oh, this is a real thing. So this is a battle. So I'm in my head the whole time coming back. Every time he moved, I would get there and I would take up more of the space. He eventually put his arm on top of mine, and I looked up. He was acting like he was asleep. But I know he wasn't asleep. You know what you're doing. You trying to grab this, so I just sat like this the whole time. Because I'm not going to do.
You lost the battle.
You lost.
I gave up the battle. What I'm not going to do is be spooning this white man on this trip all the way home. I can do that.
He's going to get this action right here.
Oh, come on.
The whole plane upside
down. It was a lot. Speaking of which, there are certain things, we talked about this earlier. Like, it's got to be some things that just black people do. And I'm wondering, is it like just a black people thing? Like when you asked me earlier, okay? You asked me earlier, hey, is a restroom around here? And I was joking with you. I was like, wait a minute, number one, number two. First of all, I felt like you was going to cuss me out. That's number one, because it was the pause for me. You was like, sucker, I did this. I could have did that at home if I was going to do number two. Number one. But that black people don't do number two outside of the house unless it's an emergency. Is that a black people thing, or is it?
I've heard that before, but I've met a white person like that too. When I worked in corporate America, I remember this one chick. She was like, she would wait. She wouldn't poop at the job all day long. All day long.
Well,
she would just hold it in. It had to be
an emergency. I just don't feel as comfortable. I feel like I can't, because some people want to strip down. They be butt naked trying to.
Yeah, now there are people like that. They get butt naked.
I don't feel comfortable doing that in public places. You just don't know what's going on up in there.
I feel like, okay.
You take your pants and put them on the hook on the back of the thing.
Toss them over the shower.
It got to be a certain type of public now. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're in a club or something, fall back. Club. But if you at work and you there for 8 hours, so you going to tell me I'm going to hold my waist in my body?
Well, emergencies is different.
It got to be an emergency.
Nah, that's gross to me.
Emergencies are different. I get it.
I'd rather fart or poop and be ashamed and hold it in than pop a vein.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Throw your whole back out trying to.
Like I said, it depends on the place. If I'm at work, y'all getting these turds. It's just
y'all getting this work.
If I gotta go, I had lunch.
I feel the same way at work. I'm just talking about when you're traveling and when you're out. You don't really know. Like, I know the restroom here. Y'all. First of all, if I got a whole cornucopia of cleaning products. Yeah. I got a whole process. I got them little things you slide on the toilet from Asia or wherever they came from. And I'm like, my skin doesn't touch the commode. I wash it, then cover it, the whole nine. But I'm like, if I'm here, then I know that process. If I'm somewhere else, I'm pretty much gonna hold that mug. I ain't gonna.
Like I said, it definitely depends. But like, say for instance, somebody like me, like I do stand-up comedy. We already discussed that. Before I get on stage, my nerves, it can be really bad.
Oh, you be getting the bubble guts.
Yeah, my nerves are really, really bad. So I done took numerous dumps in comedy clubs all up and down the East Coast. It's either that or I feel like I have to vomit. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, I have no control over it. Like, even sometimes I don't have to use the restroom, but I just got to go in there and make it, maybe try, because it is the nerves. But, I agree, not everywhere, but I don't think that's just a black thing. Because, like I said, I knew a white girl that she was like, she would not poop at the job.
Poop. Are there any other things that, like, you think is black code or, like, black people
I
do
think
this?
when we was discussing it earlier, it was kind of like some things that might get your black card revoked or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that people be wanting to argue about is playing spades. Yeah. Now, playing spades is already, you got to know how to play. Okay, here's some rules for playing spades. Okay. Now is not the time to learn. That's rule number one. If you don't know how to play, sit on the sideline.
Yeah,
okay? No talking across the board. I will dive on you. I don't care what. Oh, my heart hurt. No, sir. That's cheating. Okay?
And run me 3 books.
That's cheating. When's the last time y'all been to the club?
Oh,
sir, that's cheating.
Okay.
That's cheating, okay? But I think it's funny because when you don't know how to play spades, it's like people ostracize you at the function. Oh, you don't know how to play spades. Sir, I'm just here to have barbecue.
Yeah.
I don't really know what's going on. But it's one of them things that I think spades is something that connects us all. Like, it's one of those, it's a cultural thing that unites us. And even though relationships will be tested, okay, because marriages sometimes be broken up behind spades. But like I said, I think it's one of them things. It's a community thing. It's something that we share that confuses.
I got a question for that.
It confuses the whites.
Because you look like a younger lady.
Thank you so much.
I'm sure you're younger than me, but do you think it's a dying, like it's dying tradition, spades? Because when you go to new spots with younger people, they don't do it, and you ask them, do they play spades? They like, no, I don't know how to play that. Like they
I think she's on something.
I think it is because a lot of people they're not playing interactive games like that.
They're not.
People
they
on their phones and doing.
If it ain't digital,
Fortnite
they ain't learning it.
And then, y'all cannot let this tradition die. The youth that are watching this, y'all cannot let this tradition die, man. You know what I mean? It's spades. It ain't a cookout if you ain't got spades happening.
Oh, some dominoes.
Some dominoes.
Uno, something.
You know what I mean? Spades, though. Uno, they play Uno. They like Uno.
You not play dominoes?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I play everything.
I'm just messing with you. I'm
KD don't play spades. He don't play
spades, man.
Give me your black card.
I shoot dice. I go to the casino, all that. I was born in Las Vegas, actually. Like, so I think it's just in me.
Really?
Yeah, I play. I'm playing spades, though. If you play, let me know. Me and my partner gonna pull up on you.
Let's do it.
We gonna whomp you, too.
Wham. It's all part of it. It's part of it. That's what I'm talking about. They don't do that no more.
And you know why they don't? Another reason why they don't
Why?
is because the newer generation is too sensitive.
Yeah.
I've had a chick, one of my friends actually, she's a comedian too. She will not play with us because she's like, y'all not about to be hollering at me and, just yelling. And, the younger people, they can't deal with that.
Yeah.
They like to report. They teach that in school. Like, don't fight back. Don't hit back. Go tell, so it's like, how dare you yell at me because I played out of turn?
Wait a minute. Did you teach your kids that? Don't hit back? Don't just go tell?
Hell no. Can I say hell no?
Yeah, okay, yeah, no.
Nah. But your kid can get in a lot of trouble if you don't teach them the school protocol. You know what I mean? So it's a thin line. But I mean, if somebody's bullying my kid, I'm gonna tell them straight up, you're gonna have to beat them up one good time so they can leave you alone. I don't care if you get rolled up.
My child will be fine. Suspend him. He good. He got 3 days. He'll be back.
But it's a lot of weak kids and a lot of weak people now because they don't know how to fight back. They looking for somebody to tell. So they go online. They go on Twitter. And then they put all their feelings out on there. And it's like, I don't know why y'all mama didn't tell y'all. For the people that's watching now, once you leave outside your house, don't nobody care about you.
Right. That's so
real.
true.
I mean, facts.
Nobody cares about you.
Now, so let me go back to this. I think that you can get your black card taken if you do not know how to do the electric slide.
Which one?
Okay, what?
Ooh, that's good.
Because
that's good.
Different stages of blackness.
My God, that's good, woman.
You got what, like, some people call it the bus stop.
It's different stages of electric slide with different names.
Yeah, that's
then we
good.
got the cha-cha
Cha-cha,
and all this new stuff.
Yeah.
So,
But that's not the electric slide. That's the cha-cha.
But they flip it and they rub it down and slather it and they got all these different names
young
and
people
stuff.
Because in my generation, it was very clear what was
the electric
what.
slide.
You got Kane Wayne with it?
The what?
Kane Wayne with it?
Kane Wayne.
Kane Wayne with it? Y'all ain't never heard of that?
No.
From Florida. Y'all, what's the lady who had made this song, My Neck, My Back?
Oh.
She had a song that they do a line dance to everywhere for years
no
called
idea.
Kane Wayne with it. Kane Wayne with it.
Was it on that same album?
I don't know. I just know they play that
You
song
stupid.
and they be doing a whole line dance. You got the biker shuffle
Just
now.
curious.
It's so many different
biker
shuffles.
shuffle, like I'm telling you, like I said, I'm from South Carolina. You go to somebody's little juke joint, they gonna be doing all of them.
Oh, wow.
That electric slide, though, that's different, though. I mean, it's very simple. If you black and you can't do the electric slide, we have to have a meeting.
Yeah, but see, sometimes people to put too much in the electric slide.
They be doing extra stuff.
Run. You got the one that just want to walk. You got the one that want to twist it out. One, he touching the ground.
Right. Slapping the ground.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so many different versions to it.
Yeah.
But that's just because we so dope.
Yeah.
Period. We so dope. We got so much swag and flavor to us. We can't contain it into one.
Yeah.
We can't.
That's true. Black people, one thing
We
we going to do is
fly.
create some stuff.
If you can't do the electric slide, though,
like
that's the thing. And unfortunately,
KD, please tell me you can do the electric slide. You can't play spades.
I feel like he can't. I feel like he can't. He can't do no
Electric
You're a
electric
professional
slide.
slider.
I'm electric. When they did the electric slide, they had a picture of me like on the website.
Oh, stop.
For the slide. It's
Okay,
like,
we
hey,
got to move the table and do the electric slide real quick.
They said do it like this.
I don't believe you. Look like one of them candles of truth just went out. Every time he lied, candle gonna get blown out.
The ancestors are not
The
pleased.
ancestors do not believe you, sir.
Okay, I can't do the electric slide. I got to learn how to do it. I mean, I don't know, man. Whatever.
So you get your black card revoked.
We're gonna
right
teach you on the
here,
next episode.
right now.
I said it could. I didn't say it had to.
No. What do you think?
We voted.
We voted.
It has been motioned and properly seconded.
Revoked.
KD, black card revoked. It's okay.
When you think about chivalry, okay, I'm not gonna be the person to say chivalry is dead because I can't. Who killed it? I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if chivalry is it relevant? Is it still relevant? And if it is, like who's teaching it? Who's teaching chivalry? Who expects chivalry?
Interesting.
Before you say that, let's do it. Let's go here. Let me give you the definition of chivalry. So it's a medieval knightly system with religious, moral, and social code. Good Lord.
Okay.
Interesting. All right, and here's the second one.
We lost already.
Right. The second one, the combination of qualities expected of an ideal knight, especially courage, honor, courtesy, justice, and a readiness to help the weak. Oh, this is good. And then the third one, courteous behavior, especially that of a man towards women. So my question is, chivalry, is it still relevant? Tiny?
First of all, I'm going to say that there was a lot of different definitions, and I'm pretty sure that the last one is the only one that we.
But it's based off of some moral code of a man doing something for others that are less strong than he is.
Correct.
Ooh, this is going to be a good one.
I think in general, men and women are not really I think because parents are getting younger and younger. People
I feel a tap
people
dance
aren't
in my
being
spirit.
you're so stupid. People are not being taught how to date properly. They're not being taught how to respect each other on an adult, mature level.
Yeah.
But also date people that actually like you. I say this all the time. We keep looking for people to show us things that they don't want to show us. You begging this dude to take you out or buy you flowers. You begging this woman to be supportive of your dreams or cook you a nice meal or rub your back. Stop begging people who don't. You don't have to tell people who are genuinely interested in you and who have a plan for you in their life, who have prioritized you. You don't have to tell those people how to treat you.
So chivalry to you is what? Like, is it opening doors? Is it like, what is chivalry to you?
Chivalry to me is human decency and respect.
From a man?
From anybody.
So a woman can be chivalrous to you?
Sometimes, yes.
So if she opens the door for you, you'd be like, thank you. Thank you, boo.
Yes. Why wouldn't I? Or if you let me over in traffic. Or
But do you expect it from women?
I expect human decency from everyone.
This is good. So for you, chivalry is human decency. It has nothing to do with gender.
I think nowadays it doesn't, because there are so many different genders.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I got on that.
Randi Skye, holla at your boy.
Yeah, okay. I mean, well, for one, I think it's just, he keeps separating the sex, male, female, because that word is from knighthood. It's from medieval times. You know what I mean? But it still is a code. Knights had to live by a code. You know what I mean? You couldn't just go talk to the king and the queen all willy-nilly. If you was a knight, you had to follow a certain moral code. And I agree with what you said. It's definitely how you raise. You know what I mean? I don't look for women to give me chivalry, though. I don't look for that because, I mean, for what? I don't, maybe because I don't sleep with women, I'm not looking for them to, do those type of things for me because I'm not looking for them to be a partner for me, But I don't think chivalry is alive as much. No, and I think the culture influences it. I think the music culture influences it on the younger generation, the younger men. When you hear rap songs and stuff, they don't talk about opening up doors for us or doing nothing nice to us.
Flowers and
they
stuff.
talk about, this the pick and roll. I pick them, I do what I want with them, and she got to go.
Yeah.
Right or wrong.
That's exactly how
So
it goes.
to you, chivalry.
It's dead.
But do you expect chivalry?
I do, yeah, because I'm not young.
And what does that look like to you, though?
What it looks like is it's a certain
a date. Okay, so it's
on
so
a date.
Yeah,
definitely. I do think you should be opening up doors for me. You should be respectful of me. I'm with that. I'm not going to be opening up the doors for you. I'm not paying for your stuff either on our first date. I'm sorry. Right. I'm old school.
Are you willing to be weak enough? Not weak, but weak enough to allow him to be chivalrous? See,
when I'm thinking when they say weak, a weaker person, I'm not looking at it as, when they say weaker to me, I'm thinking as, knights protected people. They killed people for me. You know what I mean? So that's a different type of weak. Weak to me, like, I don't think women are weaker than men. When it comes to physical strength, most men are stronger. So I feel like when they say weak in that sense, to me, that's what I'm taking it as. And like, if somebody tries to attack you, I will protect you.
Yeah, yeah. So,
but weak as in mine.
It's hard
no.
I think it's hard. No, I don't think it's talking about that. I think it is hard to help somebody when they don't feel like they need your help. So it's like trying to save somebody that's drowning, but they fighting you as you saving them. I got this. I'm gonna figure it out. There's a lot going on. Both of y'all gonna die. Like I was dating this one girl, and it was tough. It was tough because I'm like, I want to open your door, but she's like, no, get in the car. We can leave faster if you just get in the car. Don't worry about opening my door. I had to run to the door to open it for her because, if she got to the door first, I don't need you to open doors for me. Like, she had to at least be able to pull back and allow me. That's when I say we, allow me to do those things for her.
But that just, maybe she didn't want that. Everybody does not want the same thing. Every woman does not want a man to be like that. And that's why you just dated her. That's why it was nothing more. That wasn't your glitch. That wasn't for you. You know what I mean?
Well, we had 4 babies together. I'm kidding. Look at her face. Her face.
No. I was about to say, just because you have kids with somebody does not mean that person is for you.
You're going to die on that hill, I see.
I agree. I'm sorry. I agree. Everybody who got kids should not be together.
They should not be together.
And people be like, oh, well, we got to stay together for the family. You're ruining that child.
People have sex with people they do not know all the time.
All right,
every day.
All the time. So let's take it back. So your sons, you raising them to be chivalrous?
Yes.
Okay. And that looks like what to you?
It looks like them following a certain moral code, definitely with a human decency, with just anybody. I teach them good morals with.
So you taking the gender out of it as well?
That's a hard one. You got to, because like you said, there's so many different genders, But I don't know. I definitely teach them how to be respectful to women. I think that's a separate course for me.
It's almost like what do women expect from men? And that's right. A whole nother course, probably a whole nother show. Nothing.
Shut up, feed me. No, I'm just playing.
Not a single thing. You're all bums. I'm just kidding.
Oh, well.
No, it's like, here's the thing though. I think that it just depends on where you are in your life. Like you said, everybody don't like everything. So you really have to find something that works for you. I'm a very independent person. But what I'm not going to do is turn down a date or a door being open, my car door, a chair being put. I'm not turning down anything. Anything a man wants to do, yes. Can I do it myself? 100%. Am I going to let you do it? Absolutely. Because I would rather spend your money. I would rather eat your food. I would rather go to your concerts and your trip, whatever. Sure, sir. If that's what make you feel like you can provide, have it.
Well, those are the real pleasurable, fun things of chivalry. Yeah. But there's another part of chivalry as well. That is, well, it may not necessarily be pleasurable to that strong, independent woman, that can do it by herself. Thank you for it, but I don't really need you to do it. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Well, that's not necessarily the attitude.
Okay, so you're saying, I can
like
do it, but I...
It's not like a dismissive thing.
Got you. So the other part of it is this, and to your point, I get you. I understand that part. So what about the part where, let me lead?
Not a problem.
But if you don't agree with the decision...
Not a problem. If I don't have to agree with the decision, I have to trust your leadership.
Yeah.
They're not mutually exclusive.
And you're not going to be with somebody you don't trust their leadership.
Absolutely.
Very good.
We're going to have to discuss something now. No, we're going to have to discuss something.
Discussions, sure.
It depends on where you're trying to lead me now. Exactly. You know what I mean? Just because you are the man does not mean that you're going to lead me down the right path. We have seen men lead women down plenty of wrong paths.
Yeah, but you didn't choose them,
That's what I'm saying. You got to be able to trust their leadership. And a lot of men be like, well, they'll, make comments. Black women aren't submissive. Sir, you're not going anywhere. You can't expect people to be submissive when you're not a leader. Leaders don't dictate and point and require obedience and just willful following without any people. And people, I think people. You
can have bad leaders though. You can have bad leaders. It doesn't make them not a leader. You can have a bad leader, but you can also have a bad follower. Feel me?
And in that case, you got to just drop it.
Not necessarily. No. Not necessarily. Let me throw a little game.
I don't be arguing. I be like, oh, this ain't working.
Let me throw a little game on.
I'm gonna head out.
Sometimes it's how you respond that causes the difference in the situation. Sometimes, I heard somebody say something about. Sometimes he could be driving, but you can drive from the back some kind of way, because it's how you say things that causes them to have a different kind of response. You could say, yo, where you going, dog? You don't know. You could say that. Or you could say, could be wrong, but I think it might be over in that direction. Maybe he'll be able to listen to you differently if you said it like that.
That's the truth.
And vice versa. For the leadership. The leader could be like, yo, man, you just need to listen to what I say. Or he could say, I love you. And I know you're scared. But if you trust me on this, I think we're going to be okay. That lands differently.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't. I don't know. I'm just saying that how you say things genuinely matters. So I think we put it on bad leaders, bad followers, but sometimes it's just a response.
That's the truth. Because many arguments will happen in my home because I'm too snappy at the mouth. You know what I mean?
You ain't got no lotion on your tone.
Yeah, I know that. I can be very aggressive. I already got a deep, raspy voice, and sometimes people will take, what I'm saying wrong. But I grew up with a drill sergeant. You know what I mean? My mom was a drill sergeant, so I'm used to being, I'm that person that's in the back, like, what you doing, man? This ain't the right way. And then my partner, my boyfriend, he gonna be like, yo, like, you pipe down. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree with what you're saying there.
But sometimes, and then the other part is this, that you have somebody that understands that you get slick at the mouth sometimes. But if he knows that, he don't take it personally and say, that's her just being her. And if it goes too far, something tells me, in my mind, he gonna tell you, yo, yeah. you can chill with that.
Yeah, definitely.
And then what you gonna do? You gonna listen?
Yeah,
because
I know. I mean,
for the most part, I wasn't confident in the yeah though, but okay.
I mean, but sometimes you know when you're wrong though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I am a type of person where I can admit if I'm out of line or not even out of line. Just we all human. We're not perfect.
Right.
And sometimes I know women, when you talk to other women about men and, they just always make it seem like it's the man's fault. Just probably like men always make it seem like it's our fault. You know what I mean? But a lot of times it's both parties' fault. We all human.
It's just I think it's a lack of comprehension a lot of times.
Yeah.
And there are barriers, like you said, it's not what you say, but how you say it. If you constantly, men use the word nagging. There is a such thing as nagging. Like, you don't want to be told that you're nagging. It has negative connotations. But if you, you don't ever do this, and blah, blah, blah. Have you told the man that you trust him and you respect him and you appreciate him?
Come on.
But
before you
But that let me tell you.
Hold on. Don't mess her up. Don't mess her up.
Okay.
Let her do it.
I just think that everything.
Preach, woman of God.
She wanted to preach, but I just want to say this because sometimes men will say you're nagging when I didn't ask you to clean up this pile of clothes you had on this floor
47 times
for a week now, and you will not move it. And I'm just simply asking, hey, can you clean up your side of the room? Oh, you nagging me. I didn't ask you nicely. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now I'm about to cut your ass out.
I feel like when men leave stuff
say
on the
that's
floor,
nagging, and that's not nagging.
But it's still nagging.
If you leave it,
It's not nagging. Do what you need to do, bro.
Throw it in the trash.
Or
throw it in the trash. Throw it in the trash. I don't argue with people. You leave it on the floor, you don't want it. Throw it in the trash.
I do that with the kids, but not him.
When you
act like a child,
whole grown man, yeah, that's a mess.
You get treated like a child.
Yeah, okay, not in his house though.
In my house,
that's
exactly.
That's a whole situation.
Exactly.
You threw my Jordans away because it was on the floor.
Yes,
yeah, okay.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, how that work out?
You better pick them up.
Right.
What would you do, KD?
No, I mean, I just think that. I think that what you should do is just ask differently. Well, you know what I learned in my marriage, and Lord knows, made millions of mistakes. But one thing that I have learned, and it hasn't been that long, is that instead of me saying the same thing louder, more aggressively, ratcheting it up from level 8 to level 10 or whatever, just say it differently. Say it differently. Because if I make my point clearer or I speak it in a language that I know you can hear it. Because watch this. Most of us know exactly what that person needs. It's just that I don't want to give it to you because either I don't think you deserve it or I feel like you taking me for granted. So I'm going to give you something pleasurable because and you've been giving me all this negative stuff. But when in fact, if we just can humble ourselves as men and women together and just say, you know what? I get it. I don't know why this is a thing for you. I keep doing it over and over again. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try it this way. And most of the times that when we say that new way that we haven't tried is the kind way. It's not the kind way. I'm gonna cuss. It's that way. It's the bad way. Like, yo, I'm like what you said, cuss your ass out. Yeah, but cussing your ass out don't always get you what you want. You didn't get what you wanted before, so cussing him out still didn't get you what you wanted. Now he's pissed because you cussed him out. You feel me?
And he also not gonna do what you ask.
How about but if it's been a whole week or two, like how about just clean up your stuff? How about just do what you need to do? I don't have to sit here and coddle you. You're not a child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to sit here and do this. Okay, so I asked you nice today. Let me come. Okay, how's your day today? Just handle your business.
So here's what you do. So in cases like that, you know, this is your dude, this is your man. So here's what you do. All right. So hey, I've asked you. Don't you listen to this?
Just throw it right on in the trash.
I'm leaning towards.
Y'all gonna have to fight it. He might knock your head between the wash machine and dryer.
I've even tried this route. How about, would you like for me to help you with this?
No.
I tried that route.
Yeah.
You could do that, or you could say, all right, I really don't like when it makes me feel that when I say this, that you don't value what I'm saying or you're not listening to me. Okay, so, and I don't believe that to be true. So, since I know you do care, if I see your stuff over here like this again, then it's probably because you need some help getting it up. And if I can't do it, then if y'all split bills, my part of this bill is going to be to hire somebody to come in and take care of this, because that's probably what you wanted. Because that's what I asked you to do it, and you do it with a smile. You say it with a smile. I asked you to do it, and you didn't. And I know you're probably just busy. So I just want to make it a little easier.
That feels very passive aggressive.
Yes, that's what you see me. I
feel like when you do that,
but let me tell you what happened though.
He gonna be like, we can pay somebody. I'm not cleaning up ever again.
Exactly.
But look, that's the thing. It comes out of the portion that was going to go towards something else. If we got clearly we got the money to get a maid, because you're not pulling your weight. So that's fine. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm saying that doesn't necessarily work with every person. Yeah. But for a man, when you assume, so what I did in that is I assumed positive intent. You're leaving this down here not because you're not listening to me. You're leaving this down here because you're busy. You're too busy. Not because you don't give a about me. You're just busy. So with that being said, I'm going to help you. Okay? That triggers something else in the man to say, oh, snap. Okay, man, I'm bugging. Now this is costing me. Let me get it up. At the end of the day, he's not mad at you. You didn't cuss him out, and he didn't waste money. He picked the stuff up. Easy peasy.
I'll take cursing out for 100.
I'll take cursing out. Well, then y'all live your best life.
It got to cost something for you to.
Huh?
It got to cost something for you to be a responsible adult.
Yes.
My kids listen to me once I cuss them out, so. I think the man will work too. No,
that's different, but I'm glad you're playing. But it works for kids though.
Yeah, it definitely works.
It works for kids, and
you talk to them calm, and they just.
No, well, let me tell you something about my mom. My mom ain't never cussed us out. Let me tell you what she did. She had quiet words, but loud actions. Here's what she do. She walk in the room and say, "Hey, y'all clean up this room. Clean up this room. You gonna clean up this room? I mean, I told you yesterday you didn't do it, so clean up this room and get that butt. You don't clean this room up." Just like that. She come back in, we playing, yay, we jumping off the bed, yay, super friends, She
come in there with the arm of God.
No, she come in there, all she do is come in and look. And walk out. She comes in with the arm of God, Zeus, okay, or whoever, Buddha, whoever you and she tear us up with the patience of Job.
Okay.
Don't raise her voice, don't argue, don't do nothing. And we get worn out. Watch this. Next time she says, hey, y'all clean up that room. She ain't got to say it loud. You know what we're going to do?
All she got to do is think it.
Because she didn't, sometimes because we keep ratcheting it up to different levels, they're like, oh man, she on level 3 when she said that. Typically, she don't really get mad till level 8. So we good till we got a few more levels before that. Nope, not my mama. Y'all clean up this room, mama, get that butt. If y'all don't clean this room up.
Yeah, you can't really get that butt like they used to back in the day.
You go to jail.
Yeah.
Well,
we do stuff like you got to take things away from these new kids.
We can talk about it. We can talk about how to do it off the camera. Yeah. How you make it leave no whelps, leave no evidence.
Take that PlayStation away, they'll listen.
I think there's a method to the madness of if you're gonna discipline your kids like with corporal punishment. That's a method to the madness. Like I never spanked or beat my kids when I was mad ever.
Yeah.
If I'm mad, I'm not gonna touch them because I'm probably gonna hurt you. So and by the time I'm getting them, I don't really want to get them because I calm down. But I still do it because it's the right decision to make. And then it's a certain process that I go through. And then it's a process afterwards. I just think that, it's a fine line between discipline and just straight up abuse. And many of us, when we was growing up, man, I love my parents, love them, but yeah, we was, come on, man.
Getting abused.
Abused.
And then, people be like, well, I turned out fine. Ma'am, you overcompensate. You're a people pleaser. You have so many trauma responses to everything people do. And it's not that I don't think, I mean, different strokes for different folks. I feel like times have changed. What worked in the 50s and the 70s and even the early 90s just might not work. Sometimes you got to take a PlayStation. Or, okay, you think it's funny, you won't see your friends for 3 weeks.
Or you're wearing wide leg jeans to school.
Thank you.
How about that? I do stuff like that.
Kulaks.
Yeah, you want, because these kids, they want to be.
You want to wear kulaks?
Yeah, they want to be dressed. They want to wear skinny leg jeans all the time and stuff. How about you wear some wide legs?
You going to wear these barbecue,
boys.
you going to wear these cookout 12s with the white socks. Play with me. You embarrass me, I'm embarrassed.
Speaking about the I don't know if did y'all know where the term, I just found this out. Maybe y'all know, rule of thumb came from?
No.
As a general rule of thumb, I've heard that phrase.
Do you know what it's like? Apparently back in the day, the rule of thumb was you could beat your wife as long as it was something that was, like, you could use something to beat your wife as long as it was not as thick as a thumb.
That's what that means?
Yeah.
That's actually horrible.
Horrible, right?
Well, I mean,
shut up. That's
I was
enough.
About to say, I'll knock all of this shit.
We'll toss this
I'll knock all of this shit over.
Look at the candles going out again.
Okay.
Yeah, that's disgusting,
Rule
man.
of thumb, man.
That's disgusting.
But you know what though? It's odd. A lot of the things that you research and you find out that came from just terrible happenstances.
I'm not surprised from a country that legalized slavery, brought us over here and just I'm not surprised. I just think it's awful. I think it's awful. Yeah, women have gone through a lot, and but it's at the hands of some power hungry men that had no morals, no moral compass about them. It wasn't all men.
No chivalry.
Yeah, they definitely didn't have no chivalry.
No moral code.
Yeah, none of that. So yeah, that's terrible. Thank you for that. Yeah. Now that I know.
That's terrible. Thank you.
I was going to say fun fact, but it's not a fact.
Fun at all.
It's just, fact. Crazy
now
fact.
I'm going to make sure I tell my wife, hey, listen, it was okay. It wasn't this big.
Switches are fine.
Yeah, basically, that's basically
It can really go a whole lot of different ways right there. So
I remember in high school, elementary school, when I was in elementary school, they still, spank you.
Did you get spanked in school?
I got hit with a ruler on my leg.
Not a ruler. I got the paddle.
No, we got a whole paddle.
We got the paddle. With the holes in it?
His name was Coach Miller. It had holes in it. And he would tear us up.
Mm-hmm.
And your parents had to sign off on it.
Yep.
They sent home, not permission slips.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying.
Basically, consent forms, like, will you allow us
to paddle your
child
kids.
be participating in corporal punishment?
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that now.
You see that dude just got arrested.
He punched that boy in the hallway.
Punching that boy in the hallway.
That boy was okay. I mean, I looked at it and looked at it.
But still, you in that boy face talking about get your daddy, get your uncle.
What if they come up there to the school?
You can't do that.
I'm not mad that because he was out of pocket. But I'm saying I thought he punched the boy in the face.
He jabbed him.
He hit him in the chest, and I'm like, I don't know if I honestly don't know if he punched him. Like, I don't know if it was a punch. But it felt like a.
I watched all 3 videos.
I saw it. It was a lot of videos.
Yes, it was like multiple children were filming them. That's why he was like, come on. When he was walking down the hall, he was telling the ones that was recording, come on. And the man was like, y'all kids can go back to class. Because the whole thing was he wasn't going back. He wasn't going to class. The bell had rang. They were still in the hallway. And, he was probably being disrespectful or whatever. But, yeah, because he had pushed the kid at first, and then he was yelling at the little boy, and the little boy was like, your breath stank. And that's when he punched him.
Oh, he was mad because he told him about his breath. Yeah. So he didn't punch him until the breath came out.
Somebody didn't get roasted in
elementary school. He was in his face. When he was in his face, he was saying, get your daddies, get your uncles. When you in this hall, this is my hall.
Okay, all right.
And then that's when the little boy was like that, and that's when he jabbed him.
I really would like to.
I'm going to the principal's office. The little boy knew you can't do that. You cannot do that in modern day time.
You don't. You can't do that in modern day time.
You cannot do that.
Man, listen, these kids.
That's not your kids.
These kids will take you there.
I
They
know.
will punch nobody in the chest.
My thing is this: if I was that kind of disciplinarian, if I was that kind of coach or whatever teacher, then I would just hands down, especially the problem ones. You already know what you're dealing with. Meet their parents. Let them know who you are, how you get down, and this is how I think. Now, you already know then if it's going to be a problem with those kids, and which ones to stay away from. But I know, like, when I was growing up, or even now, if I had a relationship with the teacher and I know they was a little tough, as long as I know that they loved my child, if I feel love first, like my son goes to Miller's Military Academy. Man, they don't play no games.
That's a military.
They don't play no games. And you know what? And when I met him, I was like, yeah, I definitely like you, Doc. I like you. And, he said, yeah, sometimes we handle these are boys. And so, no, sometimes we handle it, the way we handle it. But, it's always going to be from love. It's a process and everything. But I don't know. I can't say that man don't ever need to be a security guard, teacher again, because I don't know.
Getting child endangerment.
I don't know what his life is like outside of that though.
You need to work in a club.
He need to work in a club, security.
You need to work in a club.
Work at one of these hookah
if you
lounges.
got to punch somebody in the chest.
Go to edge.
I don't know if did he punch him?
Yes, he jabbed that kid.
Look,
really hard.
Do you see how big that man was? Is the boy's shoulder dislocated?
He probably got a bruise. He was light skinned. That little boy probably got a bruise.
Okay. Okay.
Dude, what year are you in? You cannot do that.
I know you can't do it, but what I'm saying is what's irritating.
It don't matter if it's coming from love or not, KD.
Hey,
you cannot jab this dude was like bruh man size.
Then what made this boy feel like he could talk crazy?
Because he knew he wasn't supposed to punch him in the chest.
Well, guess what? You just got punched. You just got knocked the out. Okay, I just had to say it. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it, but I had to say it now. You got knocked out. Now what? And he didn't get knocked out.
But you're a bully, too, if you that big. You want to knock a little kid like that.
Oh, we're not going to move the goalpost.
Like you could have yoked him up.
Did you see how he pulled him down the hallway to take him to the principal's office? That's all he had to do from the beginning. You don't want to go to class, young man? Grab that book bag. Come on. And he would have still had his job today. But no, you want to go toe-to-toe and argue with a 12-year-old,
pride.
Bro?
It was pride.
You cannot argue with it was pride. Because he didn't hit him until the boy was like, your breath stink.
Randy.
That's not your kid.
Randy.
KD.
I'm going to ask you something.
I'm telling you.
And I want you to tell me the God's honest truth.
Okay.
If your son walked up on you and did that to you, what would you do?
Oh, nah, this is my son?
Your son, yeah.
Wait, the punching part or the talking back?
The talking back.
Let the spirit move.
Yeah, I'm old school.
So the problem is not the action. The problem is not the action. The problem is who it came from.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if the action was right, why are we putting all of this emphasis on who it came from?
No, because that's
why
not
this
your
man
child.
about to lose his whole job?
It's not your child.
You cannot be around here punching kids.
And nobody's going to say nothing about the kid.
The kid
we didn't say the kid wasn't disrespectful.
Kids with smart mouths all the time.
Yeah.
They supposed to get punched?
I feel like you would have done it. You would have did the same thing. I feel like you did the same thing.
Okay, so it's the reason I'm 32.
You would have probably
no kids.
You probably would have did the elbow.
I have a degree in English and I was this close to going into teaching. I said no. Yeah. Because I'm not finna I don't argue with children. Yeah. I don't argue with other people's children. I'm not gonna do it.
But be an adult. You should be able to a child, like even the smartest mouth child. Yeah. You can break them down without hitting them.
Yeah. And if you can't handle it no better than punching them in the chest, then you don't need your job anyway.
Man, too.
Well, I mean, that's okay. I get what you're saying, and you're right. I don't think that corporal punishment, especially in a situation where, hey, man, you about to lose your whole situation. I don't think that was the best option. And you had people around you with phones. You're stupid. Okay?
That wasn't even corporal punishment.
Yeah.
Bruh,
he punched him in the chest.
He punched him in the chest.
He didn't hit him center mass.
He punched this kid really hard. Boom.
Oh,
really hard.
Come on.
Right there, bro.
But did y'all see that article in DeKalb? I think it was in DeKalb County that a mom came to the school. Oh, no. She went to a restaurant and where her son works at. And apparently he had an altercation and they got into a fight up there and she was telling them, y'all leave him alone. Let him fight.
At the restaurant?
At the restaurant where the boy works at. Now, of course, everybody got arrested, of course. But my thing is,
that's the worst follow-up, and everybody got arrested.
Everybody got arrested.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody got arrested. But the sad part is that I wonder if you could tell her that you were doing bad parenting. Can you tell her, I know you love your son, and I know you want to make sure that he's good and that he can defend himself, but you going up there getting involved in that ain't the greatest.
It wasn't.
I love this. This is good, because you don't agree. Talk to me.
No, I mean, I kind of do agree. I just feel like when it comes to parenting, people want you to just mind your business. They do. Like, nobody wants you to tell them how to deal with their child, regardless if they wrong. People do wrong stuff all the time. You tell them they wrong, and most of the time, how they react.
Yeah.
For one, you trying to check somebody who willing to fight at the restaurant. What you think they gonna do to you?
Facts.
They gonna pop you. They gonna fight you. How dare you tell me about how to raise my kid? Who is you to tell me about what I'm supposed to be doing? You don't know me. You ain't my kid. You don't put no food in this. You know, it's gonna be a whole bunch of that.
That's terrible.
So when it come to that, now I feel like if it's maybe a family member, somebody in your family, your cousin or something, you know, step in there. Hey, look, you running out.
Yeah.
Y'all been showed out at the McDonald's for what?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Now you got a charge.
I think it's a time and a place for everything.
A time and a place.
I think if your son is dealing with bullying or harassment or whatever it is at his job, there's a chain of command for that.
He got a whole job.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's an adult, first of all.
He ain't 12.
First of all, he's an adult. So he should be able to handle this himself. But you stepping all out of character to go up here and fight.
Black people don't want to go to HR.
You know what I'm saying? They don't.
They don't want to go to HR. That's snitching.
Yeah.
But I mean, you like this is his place of employment, and so you basically jeopardizing, because I'm sure he got fired.
I don't think he kept that job.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
Your mama came up here fighting. You're fired.
Now it's time for today's episode of the CSB, aka Comment Section Battle. Tiny, take it away.
Okay, here we go. So as you guys know, we covered, final thoughts on the Sha'Carri Richardson story. American sprinter who competed in the Olympics was banned for 30 days for testing positive for marijuana, and then showed up for the 100-meter finals. And
got what?
And got ninth. Dead last place.
Got sat down.
She got sat on down. And so we made, some comments about it, and we, talked about her flamboyance and some of the comments that she made surrounding herself. And the comment section had a lot to say. So Chic Geek 1913 said, "She's not any more flamboyant and cocky than any male athlete in any other sport. But for whatever reason, people feel that she needs to be humbled. For what? Humble means to think less of yourself."
Oh, God,
which is actually wrong. Why would she even begin to do that? Most sports are a mental game above all else. First, 9th, or 19th. Talk your shit, sis. So anyway, Juicy Girl Curls said...
I'm sorry, who?
Juicy Girl _Curls said...
Juicy Curls,
Say that again for the people who can't even do what Sha'Carri Richardson on her worst day does.
Oh, so she had an amen. She was amen in there, okay.
All the greats had some off days. The young queen was off for a month. It doesn't matter how new she is to us. She ain't new to the track. She knows what she can do and what she's been doing, so she can talk her and be as proud as she wants to be. WNFRDWNSTN.
I'm mad with the world.
Said, "When did humble yourself mean think less of yourself? She's doing all that talking and ain't backing it up. At least Usain Bolt backed it up." Chic Geek 1913 replied, "Since the word has existed, it has meant to think less of oneself or importance, which is a lie. This is why words are so important. People are throwing it around all willy-nilly and probably mean something other than humble. Usain's success takes nothing away from who Sha'Carri is. Trash talk is not about winning every time. It is about having a winning mentality and believing in oneself.
It's the news voice.
She got to where she is doing what she does and saying what she said. This one race isn't likely to be the end of her story. Why should it silence her confidence?" So, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a lot.
I think it's a trigger. Because I think black women are definitely some of the most polarizing subjects that you can talk about. It's gonna be polarizing. You talk about what a black woman does not do, is not, and it gets all over the place. So I think the people that's having the biggest issues, what would you say? Are they black women? They're black men? What?
I mean, so here's the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand. Nobody is above criticism. And when you're in the spotlight like that, anybody in any industry can be criticized. Comedians are incessantly criticized. Talk show hosts, radio hosts, models. Oh my God. If you have anything, if you're in any industry that involves you showing up with your face and hair done, you're criticized. And just because I criticize you does not mean I don't want you to be successful. It means this is a time for you to learn. Maybe you're not always right, or there was a better way you could have done that, because nobody wanted to see her lose. But you, on top of losing, okay, you had a flippant comment for someone who's a legend in your field in response to her genuine love and support for you.
Yeah.
So you're speaking from embarrassment, pride, anger, resentment. These are all things that you're feeling, and nobody's saying you're not entitled to those feelings, but there's a better way to do that. And why can't people tell you that?
Just why don't some people who are in the limelight, like you said, in the industry, just shut up sometimes?
That part.
Shut up. Show your talent. Do what you do. I'm not saying don't talk your trash. Don't, because athletes do talk trash. You know what I mean? Like, they do. That you're doing a competitive sport, just like with Spade. What we do. Talk trash because you competing.
It's part of the
everybody
game.
always wants to win. But sometimes, because of the social media, these people out here, they don't know to just shut up. Shut up. You don't got to go online and tell everybody all your feelings. Shut up. It's social media. When you go to the bar, remember we talked about this other day, you don't tell everybody your business at the bar.
Yeah.
You don't, because you're socializing. You don't tell people, hey, how you doing? I'm probably going to sleep with 2 of your friends and run your credit up, and I'm about to get evicted from my house. Right. You're not going to learn all that. You need a representative. Right. So just shut up. I think like people like Beyonce, a lot of people don't like her for some reason. The people that don't like her, they're stupid as hell. But when you think
we
about
here at the KD Bowe Show love you, Beehive.
Yeah, we love Beyonce.
We love
I love Beyonce.
The Beehive and Beyonce.
No, what I'm saying is good, though. What I'm saying is good. Beyonce does not put her personal life out there.
Right.
Not like that.
She just recently did an interview where she told people that. She said people were saying that they don't like that they don't know enough about her. She said, it's because I don't want y'all to know.
Because it's not your business. You're here to see me sing and dance.
And that is it.
And do my thing. That's it. I don't need to go online and tell y'all how I feel about everything. I don't.
Because y'all not my friends.
You don't. And
y'all are my fans.
But when you put yourself out there, just be ready for the comeback. Just like when you swing at somebody, be ready to get hit. You might not.
Right.
But you better be ready for it.
Exactly.
I think one of the biggest problems that we have in this culture is that we respond to conversations that was never directed towards us. So you jump into the comment section of a conversation that ain't even about you. Yep. Like, were you mad about something?
Get your feelings hurt.
Yeah, you all the way mad. You big mad. You want to argue.
Argue with you?
Argue with you? Yeah. Over stuff that ain't nobody even talking to you. And I think one of the greatest lessons that we can learn in this culture, especially in the social media age, hey man, stop responding to conversations that ain't directed towards you. Because if you do that, you're going to be fine and you're going to be less stressful.
But look, hit dogs holler. I'm telling you, people be going so hard in the comments because they, for some reason, whatever was said personally offended them. Yeah. And I'm telling you, if it don't apply, you got to let it fly. You can't be in these comments arguing with people who don't know, who literally have no bearing on your well-being.
You need to make a TikTok for that.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Because, no, seriously.
Or a whole song.
TikTok
You can do a whole song.
Bad.
Yeah.
TikTok has it bad. I got a video that got close to 1 million views, and it was just basically me being a parent talking about. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
But it was just me talking about like a white kid that was spending the night at my house. The difference between the white kids that spend the night and the black kids. Because the white kid, he's like hella comfortable. Like,
of course.
He's on my couch, laid out, watching TV. The rest of the boys are outside playing basketball. He's in the living room with me. Like, and I mean, he's laid out. Like, but it was funny. The majority of people took it as funny. Like, yeah, this is a big difference. But some people came on there and just trying to make a race war.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? Like, why does his mother probably doesn't treat him well. You don't know if he's being fed at home. I'm like, I know these people. Like, this kid is great. Like, he's doing fine. Look at him. Like, he's
healthy,
so relaxed.
Healthy. His cheeks are rosy.
Exactly.
Brandon is an exemplary kid.
Exactly. His parents are fine. Like, we're eating lobster mac and cheese right now. We're doing great. Yeah. But the people in the comments, they on there, how dare you? And why are you bringing race? And, but the comments, they'll take you there.
And the other part is this. When people, like, I used to be the one that you say something in the comment section, I took it personally. I'm like, who you talking to? You would never say that to my face. No, not no more.
The type of traffic that comes from TikTok, I learned very quickly. I said, I'm not gonna argue with you. Y'all can argue with each other. But you're gonna come back. You're gonna come back to this page and not have access to this post because I'm blocking you.
Because they'll argue with each other in your comments on your page.
That's what I said. You can, hey, drive this algorithm through the roof.
Exactly.
But you're not gonna disrespect me.
The comment. Well, I mean, you can get in the comment section if you want, but if you have something that you want to discuss, or if you see a comment section battle that you want us to highlight, hit us up with it. I don't even know why I did the click. I thought it was
it was cheesy.
Cool.
Do it again. No, don't do it anymore.
Okay.
I had to see it twice to make sure it sucked.
Right. All right, so final thing, unpopular opinions. We're going to hit this because I sure got one, but I want to hear yours first. Okay, so don't judge me. I feel like sometimes older people I am so judging you.
Yeah, whoa, what?
I said 3 words. I feel like older people sometimes, because they don't have a filter, they can be really disrespectful. And I think we should be able to disrespect them back. Now, listen, hold on. Before we go there, okay? Just because you're older than me does not mean, unless you have Alzheimer's, some kind of disability, where you literally don't know what you're talking about. Ruth Ann, Rosetta, Barbara Ann, okay? Willie Jean. You can catch all the hands of a 27-year-old, okay? And you have to understand, being old does not give you license to be disrespectful, and I feel like we should at least be roasting older people.
Depending on how old you are, like if you're 80-something, I'm just gonna let it slide, man.
No, because you knew better.
Yeah,
you knew better. Keep it PG. Keep it PG.
My unpopular opinion, and y'all don't cancel me. Oh, cancel me. Hey, you know what you want me to do? And I feel bad by saying it because the name of the project was incredible, and I don't want to be disrespectful to her. But Donda, I didn't care for the project at all. Like, at all. It was not that good to me. It was,
You can't say that.
I can, and I just did. It's terrible.
How many times did you listen to it?
All weekend. I've been listening to it. Like, there was one song, okay, but it's 27 songs.
There's a few on there, though, that's hitting.
Out of 27.
I ain't heard the whole 27 because it is a lot.
It's a lot. So
you gotta listen to it in parts.
It didn't. You know what I feel like? I feel like either I don't understand it. It's probably what it is. I don't understand it because I don't really like it. I feel like the Emperor's New Clothes. Y'all remember that story? Mm-hmm. Emperor's New Clothes. So basically, the Emperor wanted some new clothes that nobody else has. So these charlatans came through and it was like, yo, we're going to show you some stuff, man, ain't nobody else got. And they came in with these invisible clothes. They were so fine. The silk was so fine, you couldn't even really see it. And they holding it and everything like, do you see this? The Emperor didn't see it, but he was like, I don't want to look stupid out here. So he's like, yeah, man, that's dope right there. Let me get that. Sir, oh, my goodness, be careful, be careful. Oh, you dropped it. I did? Yeah. Oh, let me get it. Okay, cool. Give it to me. So they made a whole outfit. They charged him a lot of money, and so he decided to take his new clothes and stroll through the city in his chariot. And everybody was so not wanting to offend him. They was like, yo, homeboy ain't got no clothes on. And then one kid in the crowd was like, but the Emperor's naked. And then everybody started laughing. So I felt like maybe I'm being tricked or punked or something. But did you like it?
I like some of it.
Yes, the buttons. You like the buttons on it.
Yeah, I do like some of it.
The artwork.
I think it's different. I think it's more of a newer sound. He's definitely taken from the new the new school sound. Like a lot of rappers, like my son, who's 12 and 13, listen to, like they all kind of got the same sound.
Wait a minute, your son likes it?
Some songs, yeah.
Really?
15 to 16-year-old. Because it's their wave.
Yeah.
One final question.
Lil Baby on there, you know what I mean? Like, it's their wave. But it's also mixed with gospel. I think some of the
now I feel real bad.
Messaging. Because he doesn't
God.
really
Way to
do
secure
regular
your
rap
in hell.
anymore.
No, I don't like
Jesus.
Jesus.
You know that he does not do. Did you listen to Jesus is King?
I did.
Okay, so you know what type of vibe he on, but he's still trying to combine it with regular hip hop. But I think if you're looking for old Kanye, yeah, it ain't for you.
Okay, all right. So gotcha.
Maybe that's the thing.
A lot of people
I know people that compare.
Kanye.
I know a lot of people that compare everything he does. It's not late registration.
Yeah,
it's
like,
not gonna be.
Dude.
Man.
Beyonce's last album ain't like B-Day either.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
But you still like it though.
Well, I mean, Beyonce didn't go that far left.
The views and opinions expressed during the KD Bowe Show do not necessarily reflect the KD Bowe Show. That's tiny.
I'm just saying, Beyonce's music evolved,
it was
but
the pause.
she still kept her music in the same genre.
Yeah.
You know, she's still kind of pop R&B a little bit.
Yeah.
Kanye is just
different.
Kanye's a musical genius.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He's a musical genius.
Gotcha.
He is. I really think so because he composes all that stuff. Like, he produces all that stuff. He knows how to make sound.
Oh, that's right. You hosted one of the listening parties. My bad. Gotcha.
No, I wish I did. Nah, but I've been a Kanye fan, even though when he didn't put out good work, I'm still not going to take away from that man credit. That man is a musical genius.
Very good. Very
you
good.
can't put together music the way Kanye do. I promise you that. If you did, you would be Kanye. What's my unpopular opinion?
I'm a beast. I'm a beast.
He's like, first of all, I got 3 tracks right now ready to drop.
Hot fire, spit that
Jay-Z
fire.
ain't never rapped.
Die line. Okay, unpopular opinion. Go ahead.
Unpopular opinion. Pumpkin spice stink. It's pumpkin spice season. I know the whites are excited. Yeah, but it is stink, and I don't like it. And even though I have a joke, I'll tell y'all here because y'all are black. Always keep a little thing of pumpkin spice with you, some type of spray, even if you don't like the way it smells, because it keeps white people calm. And
Okay.
Thank you
never
for
know,
that.
you might get pulled over by like an angry cop somewhere. Maybe in Mississippi, you never know. It's like, give me your license registration.
Might need a deterrent.
You know, hit him with that pumpkin spice.
Wow.
He smells it. He's gonna lose all. He's gonna be like, where'd you get that from? Bed Bath & Beyond?
Sir, I smell marijuana in this car, and I see that your child is back there, not in a car seat. However, I smell pumpkin spice wafting through the air. I'm gonna let you go.
Yes, calm down. Slow down and get out of here, bucko.
Right.
That's how it's gonna go down. Pumpkin spice, a little spray of pumpkin spice will save your life.
You know, when
you're black.
They tap the hood, you going to jail. But if they tell you,
that's all you need is a little.
And give you a warning and let you.
I'm just trying to save y'all life.
Well, you just saved my life. Okay, Kyle, we're getting out of here, man. Unpopular opinion. Go.
Yeah, black people are actually cheap, man, and I think that we need to address that.
I don't think that's unpopular.
That ain't really no unpopular opinion, player.
That might be opinion number
it's
one.
very unpopular. In the sense of, like, not only are we frugal, we're cheap. Cheap. It's insane to me. Not even when we're just broke. Nope, because when you're broke, I feel like you know how to budget money way better. We're just cheap. Can we stop being so cheap?
I expected more out of you, King. I really did.
I was saying, I don't care how much money I got. I'm going to the sale rack first.
Cheap.
You can fight me. I don't care.
You're cheap.
I want the sales.
You gotta understand, we cheap. It's the white man's fault. Cause see, if we
had we been given our 40 acres and a
we
mule,
been given our reparations, we wouldn't have to cut corners. We wouldn't have to rob Peter to pay Paul. So it's not our fault, brother.
We shouldn't
it's
be
not
the
our
main
fault.
demographic of duct tape. Duct tape is the worst tape of all time. Okay, that's my point. No.
What is happening right now?
No.
It's been a breakdown.
all right.
Yeah.
And that's it for the KD Bowe Show.
Roll the credits. Thank you.
How'd I say? Play the theme song.
I need everybody to know there ain't nothing like the KD Bowe Show. Oh, KD Bowe Show, for show, for show. Let go. KD Bowe Show, for show, for show. Right here. KD Bowe Show, for show, for show. KD Bowe Show, for show. Stick around, might just play your favorite song. It's that show you've been waiting on all day long. If an encouraging word is what you need, you can always count on KD. Never disappointed. Right here is where you wanna be. We can talk about how to